Hello and welcome to T9J in Bavaria. It's Flo, I'm your host, and today we're doing two things. We're talking about the new Orcs and Goblin Alpha 3 coming out on Thursday, and we are talking about no gods, no kings, but a lot of questioners. Yeah, you get it. We are also talking about the questioner from the Saurian Ancient task team. So, let's start. Be smart and have a look at the new Orcs and Goblins Army book. And here it is. Okay. Yeah, you see? It's going to be released this Thursday. Let's have a look at what things changed. Well, the beloved mascots has a change. Now it's in the way that friendly models without beloved mascots gain hatred against enemy units in base contact with one or more friendly models with beloved mascots. Yeah. Now it's only friendly models and it's hatred. Then let's go through a little bit. Here it is, the crude weapons. Well, the model cannot benefit from parry after the so even if it's the weapon had shields and a weapon, used the weapon became a hand weapon. No parry. Okay, after the first round of combat, until the model is no longer engaged in combat, all its weapons count as hand weapons for all purposes. Yeah, so basically, starting with spears and shields, and broken hand weapon shield, but still no parry. Okay, so let's have a look. What else changed? The Gaga Brew. I'm quite sure that your army community support is going to give you a broad or relatively broad overview about it very, very soon. And that about the thoughts behind it and so on, but basically it is only for models with goblin cunning. No orc will ever drink something made from a goblin, or at least he won't live long enough to have any positive outcome of it. I guess they might poison them. Well, it's one use only. It may be activated at the start of any player turn. Until the end of the player turn, the bearer's unit gains fearless and unstable. Yeah? So basically, it is now a banner enchantment. Before it was something else, I believe. So basically, you get a speed bump, a unit which won't break. But of course, if the opponent hits you too hard, you might still go poof. But as it's a needed emergency hold for the opponent. So let's go through the Orc Warlord. Okay, here there will be some changes. There used to be, I believe, just. So, Thriblad and Orchard that you get free. You have to choose something, and you can only choose one thing. Veteran, Feral, or Iron Warlord. Yeah, you become. Then the thing is, if you choose Warlord, you have to be the general. That's basically the thing. And then there are the loners. Well, the loners. Is this an Iron Orc loner? Yeah, I know. That used to be an option from the Warlord, but now it's separate. The Iron Orc loner. Well, of course, you have great weapon, lance, paired weapons, shield, and as far as I know, yes, you also have weapon master. So you're gonna change. What do you need to the weapon unit? We'll see how the Iron Orc loner usage will develop now, as it's an own entry. Then on the Goblin side, yeah, it looks stable here on the Goblin heroes. Or is there a change? Oh, the Mad gets our own entry. And there is something new. Okay, well, basically, you basically don't anymore choose before the game. You can choose during the game, as far as I understood. And now, any unit can be chosen up to 3 times per player turn. So, well, of course, Goblin Rebel or Gotuk Neophytes. Non-freeing, unengaged. And then you can do that out. So basically, potentially depending on how many maggots you have. I guess Grand Army, and Goblin only army. 12 things, you every turn from the same unit. But I guess that'll be a lot of points, and I guess at one time the opponent will be fed up and will just kill your unit. But yeah, it's now a bit more clearer. And now let's move on for the number 1. So, well, some price changes on the Goblin Rebel, and the minimum number of models per unit changed. Starting point changed. Still more X points per extra model changed, and the starting number of models changed. Yeah. So all from the Goblin Reavers. Also the starting and the extra model price changed. So yeah. And now feral orcs automatically come with shield, but I guess price stays the same. So yeah, okay. The feral orc marauders, yes, the riders, they now start with a shield too. I guess that was the reason why Perry was denied. More, I guess you'll find out if you listen to your ACS. When the book comes out, and to the release notes, which I believe that will be released then. Veteran Orcs, Veteran Orc Marauders. Oh, something. The Battle Standard beer is now free for the Veteran Orc Marauders. And for the Veteran Orcs it was already free. But now new, the cavalry option has it too. Yeah, makes sense. No different rules between the same kind of orc. Seems fair. Easier to remember. Now the Iron Orcs. Okay. Well, the army limit has been changed to 0 to 1, and to, of course, well, with the right general, to 0 to 2 per army. Okay, makes sense. Okay. No, that's for the crossbow. For the crossbows it is. The normal one still stays the same. Good. Okay. The Iron Orc chariots, yes, stays the same. Got to neophytes. Well, price change for starting, price change for extra models. And now says one thing, their poison attacks now only work in close combat. Yeah, you get it. No more popping up, throwing those things, killing off a monster, and saying, hey! But of course now, it will be able to be priced more like an ambushing scorer with some sort of combat abilities and a bit of shooting, but not anymore as the shock shooters. So we'll see how pricing and usage will develop. And let's go through it more. Yeah, I get. Have a look. Here's the pricing of some options of the Guardian Biomeds, the former Gigantula changed. Creepy Crawlies and Vectorns got changed. And here we are at the quick reference sheet. So I guess there were only a few changes to Orcs and Goblins, but it's 2 inch. And yeah, well, if I look at the change log, it's not so few. Well, crude weapons, worded more clear. Beloved muskets. The nuts now effects. Well, all sort of orc tribes, orcs and goblins. Black root vine banner. Got more expensive. Oh, that I overlooked. Gogabrood changed to magic banner. Gal and Fury casting value went down. Oh, that I didn't see. So Orc Warlord Tribe Leader upgrade became cheaper. Iron Orc Loner now is a separate entry. The Goblin Demagogue's AP value went up to 2. Oops. Another thing I didn't see. Then Goblin Witch Damo upgrade became more expensive. Okay. Okay, now it's basically Madget's displacement range reduced, limited to 3 per unit per turn, and an entry of its own to be able to do stuff better on it. Okay, the minimum size of the Goblin Rambles increased. So Rebels cost, of course, got up. More models costing more. Yeah. So that, I guess, is basically what one has to expect. Then the additional models got cheaper again, okay. The Goblin Reaver's base cost went down, also the additional models went down. The Reaver's Spy upgrade became more expensive. So now, yeah. Then Feral Orcs, shield free. Feral Marauders also shield free, but became more expensive as a whole. Red BSB on Metron Orc Marauders now is free. Then the crossbow limit basically changed from models to units. Okay. The Neophytes poison tax no longer to shooting. The Gortuku Neophytes went down really hard, 40 points. That's like a quarter of its price. The Gortuku Neophytes, almost a quarter of its price. Gortuku Neophytes additional models went down too. Victorns upgrade got more expensive, and Creepy Crawlies less expensive. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, blah. Quite a lot of changes, small adjustments. So mostly pricings, only few design changes. Well, I can't believe we are already in Alpha 3. Orcs and Goblins, progressing really fast. Small steps, small adjustments, and moving on, moving on, moving on. I really love it. They're pushing things out like an orc herd would be behind them, or like a cunning goblin tricked them into it. I love it. I love their tempo. I love the speed they work on. I love the spirit. Hooray! Well done, guys. Yeah, I say that. Despite me being the guy who always says that has to be faster. No, those guys, their speed I love. Okay, I talked about speed and velocity. Well, I guess I now take a look at a race of an army a little bit more longer around. An army who says, we have no gods, no kings, but a lot of questions. I'm now having a look at the Saurian Ancients Community Questionnaire. Okay. Well, that's the news for me. Yeah. Oh, to know the PMs, do I look at them? No, not while you're listening and watching. Okay. Well, here Mosema explains why and what. And now I have a look at the questionnaire. Come on, I want to be the one. Yeah. Okay. And now, no gods, no king. Yes. So, remove or big redesign. People are being upset because no possibility to get a general points. Was that ORB or was it BSB? Oh, I guess you see from me not being sure of the rules, it's better that I don't fill it out. Or you do a small change. Or keep as it is. And here explaining more. Why you choose what. Then, well, no gods, no kings. No matter what the rule is, I, as being employed partly by the church, of course will vote for its removal. No, just joking. Okay, then the Cayman mentors. Remove or big redesign, small changes, keep as it is, and you're explaining why. Oath on the chameleons. Yeah. Cornwall Bond. Again. You see, you go say, bad. Get away with it. Or change it back. Or else almost fine. Just a tiny small thing. And here what to do? Oh, it's perfect. I want to have it. And keep it. So also the Ancliffe Wizard, the Pack Hunter, the Present, the Lodestone. Is it still there? Ooh, I guess it's really good I don't fill it out. I have to take a look at the book again before I will fill it out. Or I guess I trust you guys more. You have more playing experience with it than I. Then the Making Lure. Predator Sands. Okay, and well, you see, I have to fill it out to move on. But basically, they're going through all stuff, all units, all options with that theme, where people can first give their rating and then explain. Okay? So I guess, or I hope, you will also fill it out. You will do better than I would. And I hope you enjoyed today's look at Fantasy Battles, the 9th Age. So, we'll see and hear us again. I hope this time sooner. And now, I wish you a pleasant Tuesday.